can lead you to love, she can take you or leave. See the curtains hanging in the window in the evening on a Friday night.
The 70s had its anthems and its wild side. But in between, soft rock gave us something different, slower, gentler, and full of feeling. These are the songs that played late at night, on quiet drives, or through the speakers at home. Tunes that didn't shout, but stayed with us. Let's revisit 10 soft rock treasures from the decade. Songs you might have forgotten, but never really lost. Diamond Girl, Seals Crofts, 1973. If Summer Breeze was twilight, Diamond Girl was pure afternoon sunshine. Released in 1973, it carried the same soft, acoustic elegance Seals and Crofts were known for, but with a brighter, breezier shimmer. The guitars gently sway, the electric touches sparkle, and those signature harmonies float like a lazy Sunday. It cracked the top 10, showing that soft rock didn't have to be moody to be meaningful. This was the kind of song that played during life's quieter rituals. Folding laundry, cruising home from the grocery store, or sitting by a window as sunlight poured in. There was no drama, no tension, just warmth. Diamond Girl captured what soft rock did best, turning everyday moments into something beautiful. Listening now, you can still feel that calm. A reminder that sometimes the songs that stick with us the longest are the ones that simply make us feel good. And just as the last note fades, another soft rock gem waits to be rediscovered.
Tearing our love apart.
I Can't Tell You Why. Eagles, 1979. By the late 70s, the Eagles were already rock royalty, but on the long run, they took a softer turn with I Can't Tell You Why, a tender, soulful ballad that whispered instead of shouted. Written and sung by newcomer Timothy B. Schmidt, the song marked a shift. Gone was the country rock edge. In its place, smooth electric piano, a warm bass line, and shimmering guitar solos. It didn't chase the spotlight. It invited you in. For many, this wasn't just background music. It was the sound of late-night drives, quiet reflections, or rainy afternoons. It didn't need drama, just emotion. Even today, I Can't Tell You Why holds up as one of the Eagles' most heartfelt moments. No spectacle, no excess. Just a simple melody wrapped in vulnerability. It may not be the first song that comes to mind when you think of the Eagles, but for those who lived with it, it left a lasting mark. And just beyond this quiet beauty lies another soft rock treasure worth remembering.
Whenever I see your smiling face, I have to smile myself, because I love you.
Your Smiling Face, James Taylor, 1977. James Taylor is often remembered for mellow introspection, but Your Smiling Face was something different, joyful, upbeat, and full of life. Released in 1977, it stood out from his usual style with its cheerful piano, breezy horns, and Taylor's ever-reassuring voice. This wasn't about sadness or longing. It was about appreciating the simple happiness someone brings into your world. The song climbed into the top 20, proving that even a whispering troubadour could celebrate with a grin. For many, it became the sound of road trips, summer mornings, and golden hour drives. Not flashy, just a song that felt like sunshine through the window. Today, Your Smiling Face still lifts the mood with just a few notes. It's a reminder that soft rock didn't always dwell in sorrow. Sometimes it danced in joy. And with that smile still lingering, we turn to another treasure from the soft rock archives.
Don't admit that it's part of the scheme, but I can't.
How Long, Ace, 1974. Before Paul Carrack became a familiar voice in British pop, he fronted Ace. And in 1974, How Long became their quiet triumph. Smooth and soulful, it blended soft rock with a touch of R&B. The electric piano glides, the bass stays cool, and Carrack's voice delivers heartbreak with velvet control. It reached the top 5 in the US, a one-hit wonder that hit just right. How Long sounded like suspicion wrapped in silk, A song about betrayal, but delivered so smoothly, you almost missed the pain. It played well in smoky bars, late-night dorm rooms, or solo car rides where the lyrics hit a little too close. Today, it's a forgotten photograph in musical form, a reminder that soft rock could carry sharp emotions without ever raising its voice. And just like that, another piece of the 70s soft rock puzzle clicks into place.
For you, the sun will be shining.
Songbird, Fleetwood Mac, 1977. Amid the emotional chaos of Rumors, Songbird was the calm, a soft, piano-led ballad written and performed by Christine McVie. No band drama, no layered production, just her voice, a piano, and a spotlight. It wasn't a chart topper, but for many it was the heart of the album. Recorded alone in an empty concert hall, Songbird is a masterclass in vulnerability. This was the song people turned to when the night was quiet and their thoughts too loud. It didn't need to shout, it just needed to exist. Even now, Songbird feels sacred. Not just a Fleetwood Mac track, but a moment of stillness in a noisy world. And just beyond that soft glow, another forgotten favorite waits in the wings.
See the curtains hanging in the window in the evening on a Friday night.
Summer Breeze, Seals Crofts, 1972. Few songs capture atmosphere like Summer Breeze. Released in 1972, it begins with a gentle strum and floats into warm harmonies that feel like a lazy August afternoon. The electric sitar adds a subtle shimmer, giving it a dreamy texture that still feels unique. It wasn't about drama. It was about the beauty of the everyday, a screen door closing, laundry on the line, the slow rhythm of life. Summer Breeze became a defining soft rock anthem, not loud or urgent, but quietly unforgettable. The kind of song that seemed to play in the background of countless memories. Even today, it feels like stepping into a time capsule. One listen, and you're back in a moment that felt like it could last forever. And as that breeze fades, another memory drifts in from the golden haze of the 70s. My Love, Paul McCartney and Wings, 1973. After the Beatles, Paul McCartney had nothing left to prove. But in 1973, he gave us My Love, one of his most tender solo ballads. Simple, heartfelt, and soaring in all the right places, the song was a quiet declaration of devotion. With lush strings and a standout guitar solo from Henry McCullough, the track became a #1 hit in the US, though it's often overlooked today. My Love was the soundtrack to slow dances, quiet dinners, and long stares across the room. It was love, not as a grand gesture, but as presence, calm and constant. Listening now, it still glows with sincerity, a reminder that sometimes the softest songs say the most, and as that final note fades, we turn to another soft-spoken classic from the decade.
Take away the very heart of me.
If You Leave Me Now, Chicago, 1976. Chicago was known for big brass and bold rock, but in 1976, they surprised everyone with If You Leave Me Now, a soft ballad led by Peter Cetera's fragile, aching voice. Gone were the horns. In their place, acoustic guitar, strings, and emotion that hung in the air like a sigh. It became Chicago's first US #1 hit, and one of the era's most tender moments. This was the song you heard when the house had gone quiet. Late-night radios played it on repeat. It was there for heartbreaks, for longing, for moments when words failed. Even now, If You Leave Me Now reminds us how a gentle melody can say everything. It's Chicago at their most vulnerable, and maybe their most unforgettable. From that emotional high, we drift into another memory, carried by soft piano and even softer words.
She can lead you to love, she can take you or leave.
She's Always a Woman, Billy Joel, 1977. Billy Joel could light up arenas, but in She's Always a Woman, he turned inward. Released in 1977 on The Stranger, it's a quiet tribute, part admiration, part heartbreak. Just piano, light strings and Joel's tender vocal. No fireworks, just a portrait of love's contradictions, framed in soft melody. For many, this song became a personal soundtrack. It played during weddings, quiet nights, or on drives where the lyrics felt just a little too real. It didn't demand attention. It simply spoke to anyone listening. Today, it still carries that emotional weight, proof that soft rock didn't have to be loud to leave a mark. And as the piano fades, one final gem awaits, a farewell wrapped in quiet beauty.
Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane.
Daniel. Elton John, 1973. While Elton John is known for glam and grandeur, Daniel showed his softer side. Released in 1973, it told a quiet story of goodbye. Not with drama, but with warmth. Electric piano and acoustic guitar form the backbone, with Elton's voice floating above like a breeze. It reached #2 in the US, but often gets overshadowed by his bigger hits. For many, Daniel felt personal. It played on long drives during tearful goodbyes, or late at night when homesickness hit hardest. It wasn't just a song, it was a feeling. Listening now, it's a reminder that even the loudest artists had their quiet moments. And sometimes, those were the ones that stayed with us the longest. With that, our journey through forgotten soft rock treasures comes to a close. But the memories they carry still linger. And there you have it, 10 soft rock gems from the 70s that still glow with quiet magic. These weren't always the hits that filled stadiums, but they filled hearts. And that's what made them last. Which one brought back memories for you? Drop a comment, share your story, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, keep the vinyl spinning.